Alright, so this is going to be my first video for my YouTube channel, and basically this is just going to be a video about negativity in general. Um, you know, in the past week to 2 weeks, I've just been thinking a lot about, um, negative things that I notice around me in my life. Just kind of the city that I live in, just like shootings all the time. It's no big deal to like hear about people getting shot and stuff in my city, which is really disappointing. And just people around me constantly complaining on you know social media. I see people in public, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So it's just kind of a video about negativity in general. But kind of my breaking point, I guess you could say, that really inspired me to make this video was about a week ago when I was leaving Walmart. Ironically, Walmart, yeah. So I was leaving Walmart and I was pulling out, and the Walmart that's in my city has like when I was leaving, there are kind of like two hills on either side when you pull out, so visibility is pretty low. So you kind of have to pull up pretty far to see oncoming traffic. And so I did that, and it just happened to be that there was an old lady coming from my right in a van. So I was pulled up pretty far to see. And so when the lady was pulling into Walmart, she had to come around me, and she had to come around. She had to turn left and come around me. And since I was up so far, she had to make a pretty wide turn. And it just so happened at the time that my window was down when she went by, and she looked over at me and yelled at me. She's like, "Don't you know how to fucking drive?" And I was just like, I didn't even know what to think, because I was getting cussed out by some, 75, 80-year-old lady who looked like she was on her deathbed. Basically, it was kind of shocking and hilarious at the same time, but it really made me think about how much negativity that goes on around us. Um, and also, me being a cyclist, I notice that sort of stuff. I experience all sorts of hate all the time from people driving on the roads. It's even, people have yelled at us, um, try to drive you off the road. Me and my friends, we've had things thrown at us before, cussed out. Fortunately, a lot of that stuff hasn't really happened to me lately, but it's happened, so I'm kind of used to it, and that's another thing that inspired me to make this video. But society has just become so accustomed to all this negativity that it's like we don't even realize how negative the society is that we live in. It's just crazy. I mean, all the stuff that goes on, and we just like, you watch the news, for example. 95% of the stuff you see on the news, all negative. Why is that? I don't really know. It seems to me that for some reason people are more likely to feed off of and find entertainment in something that's negative rather than positive. um, I don't really understand it. I guess it's just part of human nature, but if you think about it, it's pretty disappointing. Um, but yeah, I just see so much of this stuff around me. Twitter, social media, for example, um, just like people bitching about relationships, etc. It's just like it's like why don't you spend that time doing something productive? Instead of worrying about a boy or a girl or a relationship on putting it out there on Twitter. Why don't you go run that 5K that you've always wanted to do? Train for a half marathon, pick up a new sport. Tennis, anything, basketball. Read a book that you always wanted to read. Write a book even that you've maybe thought about writing before. Just something that you can channel that negative energy, where you would normally put that energy into something negative, whether it be, just taking out your anger on other people, bitching on social media and put that into something that you've always wanted to do. Um, and I think that you'll find that you'll be much happier person in the long run. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is. Just just get out there and do what you've always wanted to do but you've never done. Like make a YouTube channel. Get your thoughts and videos out there, whatever it is that you like. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But it's hard to get rid of all negativity completely. But by making this video, you could be that one person watching who's right on the line of going one way or the other. So you could be like, damn, I want to do this or I want to do that, and maybe you could accomplish something great. So you have to set some goals about what you want to do and take that energy that you have and channel it into something positive instead of something negative. So um, so that's basically the video. If you like it, click the like button. If you have any comments or questions or anything, just put it down in the comments section below. We're going to be making a lot more videos from now on. So if you like this, then subscribe. And that's basically it. And just remember to channel that negative energy into something positive. You'll be much happier and more successful in the long run. And that's basically it. Thanks.